Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play The Outer Worlds, where we are gonna complete the side mission here we are on a relay station and we are gonna fight some robots in a bit, I guess.
Incoming!
Thing is, Can we jump over it? Yes, we can. I hope that our companion is actually going to be able to jump over it as well once she is reactivated. Of course, I didn't mean reactivated, but revived. Reactivated was kinda stupid to say, right? Since she's a human being. That was kinda stupid. Get parts, examine. Okay, I never read the title. Anyways, Fry's journal. Escape. I've had to start a new journal. I cannot read my previous entries without the whispers tempting me. The whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help them. They show me the pain and longing hiding in their eyes. They tell me how these people need the gifts I can give. All it would take is a few moments with a blade. A bright fountain of crimson to delight the eyes, and all of their pain would be gone. I'm sorry, I could do it. I know how to help them. It gets harder and harder to stop myself. I saw a friend today, an old friend from school who's now a doctor from Auntie Cleo. I told him about my dreams. Nothing outright. Oh no, I'm so foolish as that. What is my reading today? I'm not so foolish as that. I told him it was an old book I found and described my dreams and whispers as happening to a character in the book. I asked him how he'd help this character. He looked at me and he knew. The whispers told me to end his pain and he'd tell. I got up, left quickly. I did not hurt him. No, not. I have to leave Byzantium. He will tell they come for me and lock me away. I must find a secret place, a place I can be alone, a place with no whispers. Oh my goodness.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Actually, I just wanted to go through here. No need to be quiet. Okay, cannot be done. Fine with me. Oh, nearly oversaw that. Okay, what could be said? Obviously, shame on me. I shouldn't have headed out without them kids to...
Let's go! Nice hit!
without lockpicks. That is what I wanted to say. Alright. Found a flaw in you. Robophobia. Automechanicals now give you the willies, and when they are nearby, you are not as effective as you should be. No, I'll reject. Because, okay, yes, I could have researched that, but I ain't certain what's actually gonna happen if... I'm just assuming in other games, for example, like Elex, wonderful game, by the way, we had a few companions to choose from, right? And one of them was actually a robot too. So I do not wanna... have one companion I cannot use because of the debuffs, you know? Although I have to say, obviously, a wonderful perk is great. Okay, hopefully that dude is not gonna wake up. And here we haven't been. Let's see where that is leading us. Sorry, this is just how I play these kinds of games. Loot everything. You never know. You never know when these things are actually gonna get useful. And in case you hoped that I've overseen this one, no. The source. The Whispers have a source, and I have found it. I've taken refuge on an orbital relay station. Okay, here, I know. It is smaller than a worker's hovel, barely a few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium with enough bits to purchase supplies to last for decades. It was strange being among common people on the groundbreaker. The Whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scared, and unwashed bodies. If only there was fewer freighters docking there, bringing real people from Byzantium, I could almost have made a home free of temptation. Free. As I made this place livable, or as much as I can be, I started hearing the whispers from the relay terminal. They told me to listen to the voices traveling through the ether to reach me, calling out to me to help them alone, lonely, needing my life. I found a way to power down the transmitter. No more voices in the ether and no more whispers. They were silent. So the whispers were messages? I don't know. This was not me. It's not. I'm not this foul thing that I feared for so long. It was the voices in the ether trying to make me hurt others, but if I was stronger than they, and I have defeated them. I have already begun making plans to return to my home. Now that the whispers are defeated, I can resume my life again. I can't wait to return. I miss my family and co-workers so much, especially Lila. Quite a tragic story, I think. Please don't wake up. That would be utterly not so cool. Okay, let me try something. Ain't good against him. Not good as him as well. But this one is good at defeating, not defeating, but at, you know. Is it? Thanks for helping out and bringing and making him not shoot us all the time. Okay, combat drones don't seem to have anything on them all the time. Oh, a silencer. I think I do like that. And yes, I've seen the message. We're gonna go through it in a sec. Just want to see where that leads. Oh goodness, we are... Sleep for 8 hours, alright. We are gonna go through the messages that I can sadly enough promise you. These instruction printed manually have been covered by mostly... Okay, that we already... Okay, we've already been... Okay, yes. No need for reading. That brings us here. But of one thing I am certain, Frey. Got a nice pistol there, baby. We are gonna go through this one. Forgive me. I was so wrong. The whispers did not stop. Not. They have returned. They haul at me, demanding I return home and bath the streets in crimson. Bright crimson, beautiful crimson. I can think of only one way to end this. And forgive me, Delilah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, activate. Continue. Exit. Okay, I guess we return to... Can we? This would be utterly amazing if we... No, okay. I want to say it would be utterly amazing if we could have fast traveled to our... Okay. It wouldn't have done any good. Okay, on the ship we are.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yep, thank you. To the terminal and back to the groundbreaker. We will quickly fly there. I like how this map actually is
The
looking like.
groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Can we talk?
Okay, why not?
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Oh god, no. I like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic disposition. Okay.
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Why were you so passionate about it? Were they not religious? Let's talk about something else.
On the contrary, they internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
But weren't they proud when you became a vicar, at least? Tell me about your religion. Let's talk about something else. The first one it is.
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
What's this plan you keep talking about?
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right? That's a convenient way to control the masses. Besides the Grand Architect and the plan, what else do you believe? I think the controlling thing is good.
It can be if abused, but that can be said about anything. However, in the case of the board and Halcyon, sadly, I believe you are correct.
Okay, seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Makes sense, that sounds a bit extreme. What if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for? Yeah?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
I was a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Wells saved me. It's a thrill seeker and lover of great renown. I love a good adventure story. I don't want to talk about it. The first one is good.
And how did he do that?
He stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out. How should I know? I was frozen at the time.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
I'm helping him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists. I'm turning him in. I go with the first one.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
I had my family on Hope, my friends are on the Hope, just because it's the right thing to do. That is too general, right?
Oh, I see. You have my condolences.
Tell me again about the book we picked. I think, You're out of my crew? No. Any ideas where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
That sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him? That seems like a big long shot. Seriously? Only one guy in the Soul Colony that can translate French, sorry.
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will a crew manifest help us to track down your scholar friend? How is it that a simple Wicca happens to be such a highly skilled hacker? I go with the first one.
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Okay, sounds good. How is that a simple... Okay, that's better.
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Okay, but that is something we will do in another episode. So obviously the good part about the conversation is that we unlocked, opened up, activated a new quest, right? I just quickly... We are in overtime anyways. Okay. These things... I still want to return to the unreliable and ask about... Okay, on the okay. We do companion quests in the next episode too. If I remember it, I can already say we will do it.
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly.
Use your data backup.
Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Will do. 11,000 experience points. I like that. And money. Alright guys, that right now brings us to the end of this episode. If my memories are going to be able to to actually remember, we are gonna do the drinking quest and the empty man quest in the next couple of episodes. I'm actually already gonna mark that. And guys, that right now is gonna bring us to the end of this episode. And you know it, I, as usual, really thank you. In the off, I'm maybe even gonna go through inventory, I don't know, and skills and perks. To the end of this episode, and I really thank you for watching. If you actually do have enjoyed this episode and have not yet subscribed,
today, Captain?
please subscribe and hopefully I see ya in the next episode. Until then, why are you watching me like that, girl? Until then, have a wonderful day. Stay frosty.